I gotta take a few deep breaths here because I just got off the most insane call with a congressional staffer that I've ever had. And I've spoken with a lot of congressional staffers. Most of them, even the Republican ones, are usually very polite. This one was, well, let's just say she didn't have a glass of Kool-Aid. She had a gallon of Kool-Aid. I called Representative Cliff Bentz's office. He's Oregon's sole Republican representative, and he fully supports deploying the military onto Oregon streets. So I called to just simply ask why he thought it was appropriate to deploy the military onto Oregon streets. And the staffer, Audrey, replied, "He said that?" And I was like, "Yeah, he said that." I said, he fully supports deploying the National Guard, which is the military, onto Oregon streets. And she was like, well, he's doing it to protect the people, to protect ICE from Antifa. And I, I laughed and I go, Antifa? I'm Antifa. Antifa stands for anti-fascist. And she went on again. She said, well, if you're Antifa, you know how well organized your terrorist organization is. And I started laughing. I could not believe what I was hearing. I was like, do you think we have meetings, that we carry membership cards, that we pay dues? My grandfathers were Antifa. They were anti-fascists. They fought the Nazis, who were what? Fascists. They served this country to save this country from fascism. They were Antifa. I am Antifa. Then my 78-year-old mom came in. I was like, Mom, are you Antifa? She said, you bet I'm Antifa. I'm anti-fascist. Well, the call ended with Audrey saying she was going to report me to DHS because I said I was Antifa. So she's going to report me to DHS. Me, little disabled me, calling her from my bed. I guess the big bad DHS is going to come and get me because I said I was anti-fascist. If you think fascism isn't here, you are deluding yourself. She was so anxious to get off the phone so she could go report me. I would recommend that you call Cliff Bentz's office and say you're Antifa, but make sure you're recording the call, especially if you get Audrey, who's just a real peach. She will gleefully hand your information over to DHS. So I guess they can come round me up and send me to a camp or something because I said I was anti-fascist. This is insane. We are living in the most ridiculous timeline. But you think this is going to stop me from showing up on October 18th? Hell no. This has just reignited a fire within me to peacefully demonstrate, to peacefully use my First Amendment right to free speech and free assembly. Don't give in to this. Let them report you. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? It's so ridiculous. What are they going to do? They're going to do nothing. They're going to try and intimidate you. And I hope I educated her by saying this young woman clearly doesn't know anything about history or what fascism is. But she saw me as a threat. Little old me, again, disabled, sitting here in bed, and she was going to report me to DHS. That seems like a good use of our tax dollars. That seems like what Oregon needs. That's going to make Oregon a better place, the United States a better place, to report 53-year-old disabled people to DHS for saying they're anti-fascist. Get out of here. Keep being awesome. Call Cliff Bentz's office and ask now why he's reporting people who say they're anti-fascist to the government. How is that making Oregon better? How is that improving our economy, bringing jobs, improving rural health care, all the things that actually matter? It's not. This is a distraction. Also, release the fucking Epstein files.